Brad, it's been a difficult few weeks, that's for sure, difficult run of results. Probably a lot closer than we wanted it to be, but safety confirms your objective since you came in was to secure status in the Isthmian League, and we've done that.
Yeah, emotions were really high today for everyone in the club and people above in everything what they do for this club and community, and being part of what we've had to do. There's been a lot of roller coasters, like we said, and but the objective was to keep this club where we are and obviously progress for next season, and that's the ambition and what we need to do and focus on. But I think the performance, even when we went down to 10 men, which I still can't understand, was a privilege to be a part with, that the boys really dug in and put something in that I think this club will be proud for. It deserves to be a lot higher than where it is, but emotionally, you know, sometimes you need to do what you got to do, and this is what we've done over the last couple of weeks. We've had tremendous amounts of injuries, players not available for selection, players coming in and out, and obviously not doing what this club expects, and we needed to fix that, and I think that's what we've done.
We'll touch firstly then on going behind and getting the woodwork twice for Amaru, levelling it up, looking in the ascendancy. Arj gets sent off, and then obviously Luke just steps up and does what Luke does really, buries it from 12 yards. Just the emotional roller coaster.
Yeah,
how do you describe that from the dugout?
I think you're spot on, mate. And as a manager, I look at my GPS and my heart rate and everything. I'll probably look back at it as well and try and feed that through to analysis as well. But for me, first and foremost, seeing going down at 1-0 was hard to take, and we had to turn things around, and like you said, hitting the bar and hitting the crossbar all in one motion, the same player, is very hard to accept. And I think not being at the ground today, seeing that, you don't really often see that as one player hitting the bar twice, all in one action in one moment, and you think it's not going to happen. But yeah, no, the boys came in, and then obviously at 1-1, Arj getting second yellow card for about to take a corner. I didn't understand the referee in whether he understood whether Dulwich or whether Canvey needed to win the game. It looks from afar that he didn't realise where Dulwich was and where Canvey was. We're going for the game. We need to win, first and foremost. And to give him a second yellow card I've never seen anything like it. The linesman right next to me was in the same sort of ethos as well. I don't get it. I don't understand it. Slowing down the game when we need to score a goal. I really don't understand it. Going down to 10 men is a hardest thing, but sometimes it's weird to say it, that we do it in training, 10v11 or 8v9 and 7v6, and you try and work your way around how you can get out of it and express and it hurt the teams. Sometimes it falls into the team who has got a player down, but I think how it come apart with Luke again, Amaru scoring, the endeavour for one another, the passing out from the back with 10 men was a joy to watch. At the time, heart racing, but
yeah, tell me about it.
If you just keep lumping the ball forward when you've got 10 men, the ball's just gonna, come straight back, or the other team take their time. So I was proud of the boys today. Emotionally, a lot for me today was something to really be proud of what I've done for this club, and what I feel passionate about this club. Being local as well, it means a lot, and a lot of people like yourself, Kian, for the season they deserve better, and it wasn't to be, and it's hard to take and it's hard to accept at times, but emotionally, and this is what things are about, people's livelihoods and what the time they put behind the scenes, and it's passionate, and this club deserves so much better. And that was my chat to the boys after the game, and emotionally before the game, with everything what this club does behind the scenes. It's a huge club and shouldn't be where they was, but we deserve everything what we got today in that game. Whatever was thrown at us, we didn't hide, and we delivered. And I'm proud for the fans, I'm proud for the club, I'm proud for all my players who really delivered in terms of the conditions of what was thrown at them today.
Where does this job rank and the difficulties of the last 2-3 months rank for you in your kind of managerial career? Because it's I imagine your heart's taking an absolute pounding.
You know what, it's a great question, Quinton. You know what I'm like behind the scenes, and I kick every ball and spend my time. I'm local, I'm committed, but what's been thrown at me this season is it's been something that some managers would never even want to be part of. But I think it's something that made me stronger. It's made me understand one another. I think it's made me understand the club more. And I think emotionally it's been hard. But as you've seen from me, week in, week out, I don't hide. I work even harder, and it's something that we need to build on, and what we've got to understand and what we've had to deal with, and we've delivered the targets of what we need to do. Hopefully we're back involved with the cup, which we'll see. We'll soon find out, which is another thing which is possibly. Let's see how that goes. But I think, as you know, Kian, the time and effort and what you do and what you see is we work so hard. And I think this is such a learning curve, and it makes me stronger in my managerial career. What I've had to deal with and manage week in, week out, and different players being available and not available, the injuries, etc. But we've stood up today, and I think the fans appreciate what we've done. I think the club appreciate what we've done as a manager and as a coaching staff, and to be able to deliver a performance like that when you go down to 10 men is a credit to the boys, credit to the staff. But first and foremost, it's about keeping this fantastic club in the league. But this club should never be anywhere near it should be. And we've had to deal with that, and we've had to build on that, and hopefully we can build on what we've got for next season. And it starts now, and we need to be focused on what this club needs to be. Community, it needs to be driven, it needs to be ambitious, it needs to be privileged to be a player playing for this club, and playing for this shirt. This pink and blue shirt means a lot to the club. And I think that's what I'm about, and that's what the squad should be about, week in, week out.